Luscombe starts as a tiny cider-making company, probably 25 years ago, before IT was sort of dreamt about, and everything would be on paper, all the sales, everything would be sort of handwritten. And evolving through cider into soft drinks, and into apple-based soft drinks, because that's what we do, we grow apples here. And slowly you introduce some sort of technology, so whether it's an answer phone to start with, which is a very basic technology, and then you go on to the use of emails and computer research for various ingredients or things that you might need. Email is crucial, and to look at it 10, 15 times a day. I mean, it's like the old fax machine. We were very proud when we first got our fax machine, but that wanted to be looked at every day, and emails actually want to be looked at 15 times a day. People are expecting quick answers. Going back to emails, they're very useful because you can attach all sorts of things to it at once. So instead of writing out an envelope and posting off a price list or a brochure, some people still use brochures, but emails and things you can push out very, very quickly. You don't have to have a headed paper, you don't have to use a printer. You're looking at sort of quick 4 or 5 line email response. And that's what people are looking for actually in their response, and they're looking for a quick reply rather than a long-winded reply, which a letter would be. We would have been on what's called a peer-to-peer process up at the farm. We would have 2 computers to start with. Just before we moved down, we had 5 computers peer-to-peer, and now we're on a server, so we've got 7 or 8 computers here, and a potential for a laptop to come in and dock. I've got someone in sales who works on trade fairs. She can come in and dock her laptop and get to the same system that we're all working on. So download customers and upload information we have with her. And of course we'll communicate with her with email, and email by phone too. This is the other modern day email system, is on your clever phone, your smartphone. Most mobile phones will take emails these days, rather than text, which can be a bit laborious. We're not huge on websites. We have it as an electronic brochure, because we can make changes and updates, and companies do change, and therefore updates are required. So much better than a printed brochure, although we still do a little bit of printed material. So we park all the information on the website, and they can refer to it at midnight for that matter, rather than calling you at 8 o'clock in the morning with a query. We spend a lot of money, any company spends a lot of money a lot of time in their ingredients and their recipes, and that's great. And a lot of time finding customers. We don't realise how much money it takes to find a customer, and how easy it is to lose a customer. And IT can remove some of that attrition of customer, partly because there's a much better customer relationship. So you know what you spoke to them about last week or 2 weeks ago or even a month ago, because you've got it on your computer and you can look up. The old systems without paper, without paper systems, you've got to keep it in your head. Owner-operators, that's fine. 1 or 2 of you, your customer relationship is you and your customer. You get to a sizable business, people change, but also you can't expect to have all that information in your head. We'd have a big improvement on a piece of IT, and then we'd probably use only 10-15% of it, and then get to sort of 70-80% of its usefulness after a year or 2. That's probably a mistake. I think you actually could go for it from the start. Learn how it works, start with that, otherwise you can have bells and whistles you don't actually need. So you've got your laptop and your chip that allows a mobile signal to come in with your emails and web browsing, the same way perhaps your iPhone works in a web browser system, and so do other phones. And how you could work with that rather than ring somebody up. I've often rung in to, where am I, and can you find me my next appointment map-wise, because I can't find it. Well, with a laptop now, with a mobile phone connection, I can actually look up and find a map, and that's valuable in itself. I mean, another point with vans, and think about sat navigation. That's IT. Think about how much time your vans spend looking for an address, or you do going to an appointment, or just time wasted really, and the frustration and the lack of professionalism when you turn up late to a meeting. Think about your thought process, and think about how you did or didn't respect computers when they first arrived, did or didn't respect emails, and probably some people still don't, and some people still don't even carry a mobile phone. But what did you do before your mobile phone? How much easier has it made your life? Yes, it's made it faster, but how much easier has it made it?